What's up, everybody? Yes, I am back with another episode of Too Small to Ball. We have a lot of things going on right now. We have a lot of NBA. It's finally the offseason. Thank God. That's the moment we all been waiting for. Probably one of the biggest off seasons in a while because the draft is going crazy. The Ja Morants is going crazy. The KDs is still snaky. We just gonna go straight to the intro. We're gonna get into all that right after this.
Pressure, yeah. Apply pressure, pressure, apply pressure, yeah. Apply pressure, apply pressure.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Too Small to Ball. I'm your host, Taquan Black. If you don't know, this is a podcast about everything NBA basketball. We got rumors, we got predictions, we even got my opinions. It's all that matters. I'm the only one talking right now. So we have a lot of things that's going on currently in the NBA. Last week, we all know Jokic and them won the championship. Give it to them. They did their thing. They won in 5 games. Gentleman sweep. We just going to call it what it is. Congratulations. Now, right after that, the NBA did tell us they were going to do like a announcement for Ja Morant. For those who don't know or who are not familiar with the situation that's going on with Ja Morant, he was caught with showing gun twice, whether guns or guns, whatever it is. But he was showing a gun in the club on live, and then he ended up showing a gun in the car, and then we ended up getting information that it was a toy gun, and this happened 2 months later. They now want to say it was a toy gun right before the ruling happened, and then the ruling came right after the finals. They dropped the hammer on him and gave him 25 games. Now, my opinion for them 25 games, I think that was a little light. I do think he needs... I feel like they just let's be honest. I feel like they're just protecting him in the sense of what his feelings might be after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like that, if that make any sense. Like he put that little IG post out and he was like, "I love everybody," whatever. Don't quote me on it, but he said he loved everybody, bye or whatever. So then they send the wellness, did a little wellness check on him with the cops. He's told the people, he's good. He just getting off of IG for a while, which was attention as hell. That was bait. He was baiting people to come check on him. And I feel like he did that so the NBA can feel, or the commissioner can feel some type of way about it, about his ruling, because we knew it was coming. Now, we all know that we have a serious gun violence situation in the United States right now. People, mass shootings back to back, dozens and dozens happening every year, and it's crazy. So you have a guy who has this status, it's Ja Morant. He's supposed to be like the future face of the NBA, which he still can because he's young. We're not going to act like he's like too old to be whatever. But yeah, so he's supposed to be like that guy kids look up to because they still look up to him. He even dropped an apology after they dropped the 25-game suspension on him. So he gave you a quick apology. He put it out. He said what he said, and he apologized. He did all that, whatever. I don't think it was Chat GBT this time. We don't know. It seemed kind of like it was more sincere this time, given I feel like he's just happy he only got 25 games. Now, if I was Adam Silver and whoever took the votes and all that, with the United States going through the gun violence, and it's just crazy. But 25 games to me personally was not enough. I think 50 games, possibly a season, just because it is what it is. Like, you did it twice before the whole season was over. Like, playoffs were still going and you got caught with a gun. Like, you was out the playoffs, but it still was going. And regardless if you say it was a toy or not, like, we can't even prove that it was a toy, but it took a while for you to say it was a toy. Now, moving forward to the suspension, 25 games definitely was not enough for a guy who did it back to back. And then the first time he promised that he was going to do better. Then the second time he did it, he said the same thing at the end of this. Now, where do we go from here? He has to move people away from his life. I think it's just his circle. It's always going to be a circle because he's playing like he's a thug. And we all know he's not, regardless of the tattoos he got. We know where you came from, Ja. We already know that. And for those who are just saying like, oh, this is just, it's cool. He not harming nobody. It's not he could have shot himself. He could have shot whoever was filming. 25 games, I feel like just wasn't enough. I was thinking, to be honest with you, I was thinking it's going to be the whole season. If it was me, I'll tell you straight up, it's probably going to be the whole season. I was telling people like daily, like when we were speculating what it could be, and I'm just telling them, no, I think he's going to be gone for the whole season. That's the only way you can take something from somebody and because he makes millions of dollars. Come on now. So it's going to be hard to humble somebody like that. But I feel like you take something away from him, something he loves, maybe he'll wake up. You understand? Because 25 games is just 25 games. He can still come back. That leaves you with like 55 games in the season left for him to still like make an impact. So he will be back after All-Star break, I believe. If maybe before. I'm just saying. I haven't counted on the calendar. I'm just telling y'all. So it might be a little bit before All-Star or right after All-Star break. My whole opinion on that is he should have got more. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thought he was going to get more. I feel like they were babying him, to be honest. So it is what it is. We just going to live with it and just let that be that. And we just hope he comes back next season the right way. And he actually takes, responsibility and understanding and the knowledge that he's supposed to be gaining while he's away right now, away from the whole like Grizzlies and all that stuff. So let's see. I'll give him hope because he is a dope basketball player. I'm not taking nothing from him. I love his game, the attitude. You could miss me with that. It's like there's a level of cockiness you can have, and he's just overly cocky where he's like looking like an a-hole at this point. We just gonna jump into the next thing of what's more important after that whole Josh situation. Because this week, today's Tuesday, Thursday is the draft. This week, this Sunday, this past Sunday, because I always say Sunday starts the week for me. So Sunday, it was just reported that Bradley Beal and the Wizards agreed on a trade, and the trade he went to the Suns. Everybody knows he went to the Suns. Now, I wasn't even expecting the Suns, to be honest with y'all. I was really more looking at it like the Heat. I really thought he can be, effective more and helpful more on the Heat because they just left the finals. They were like a piece away. They missed Tyler Hero. We know he didn't play at all, surprisingly. So I really thought it was going to be Bradley Beal going to the Heat. It's been like for like 5 seasons now since Butler been there, 4 or 5 seasons or something like that it was written in stone that Bradley Beal might end up on the Heat. Surprisingly, I don't know what the Heat was able to offer for him, but I'm pretty sure it probably was better than what the Suns offered for him because they basically traded peanuts and a bag of potatoes for Bradley Beal, somebody who averages over 25 points a game, period. And on a good day, he's a great two-way. So he's a superstar on that team. He was a franchise player before, now he's gone. My whole thing is this, like, I don't know. They traded Chris Paul. They traded a few, they said second-round picks and some pick swaps that go all the way up to 2030. Now, you tell me if that's worth it. I don't think so. They said he only played 64 games in the past 2 seasons for them anyway, so they felt like he was injury prone, so they really tried to get off of him, even though they just signed him to a extension last offseason for $251 million max contract. There's just a lot of money out there being made. It's just a lot. I'm just saying. Anyways, the whole point is, how the hell did the Suns pull this off and that trade don't get vetoed? Because y'all just traded an old Chris Paul. No disrespect. We know he still got some game in him. But y'all traded an old Chris Paul for Bradley Beal's like 30, 31, I believe. I hope. I mean, I don't think he's younger than that. I believe he like 30. So y'all basically got Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, who all average over 25 points a game on one team. And you got Ayton. Now, the next move is the Suns done? Are they going to try to go with Ayton, or they going to trade Ayton? I think they need to trade Ayton because now you look around. Now what you just gave up, which was nothing, because you just gave up Chris Paul and some picks. But what you gave up to get Kevin Durant messed up y'all bench. So now you look at it like, okay, so what? Y'all got Bradley Beal, y'all got Devin Booker, y'all got Kevin Durant. Unless them 3 dudes going to give you 100 points combined together, ain't nobody scared of y'all because there's no defense there now. KD is a player. Devin Booker, we know he don't play defense. Like I said earlier about Bradley Beal, he is a two-way player, but to me, kind of, he's another if he wants to. You have Devin Booker running the point guard. Now you got to look around. It's like another New York situation. What are you really going to do, Kate? Like, you went from James Harden, Kyrie, KD to, rewind. He went from KD, Curry, Draymond, Clay to James Harden, Kyrie, KD, Now it's KD, Booker, and Bill. So, and all the whole thing everybody's been saying is, why do we still bring up LeBron James' super team when he did it? He only did it once. I don't care what anybody say. Yeah, he asked for AD to come here. He tried to bring a third star here in Russell Westbrook. It did not work. I don't even know if you can call that a superstar move, but it did not work. But my whole thing is, KD done been on 3 super teams so far. 3, and only one of them worked for him. Now, do we know if the Suns won? It might not. They got a new coach in Frank Vogel. Congratulations. He gave us a chip. He's a great defensive-minded coach, but how you going to be a defensive-minded coach with no defense or no bench? So you either going to trade DeAndre Ayton and flip him for some pieces. Like, I could see him going to Dallas for like a Reggie Bullock and like another big, a decent big, whatever. Bring back JaVale McGee. I don't know. But something. You can get some kind of something or go somewhere else with it. That's just what I'm looking at as a basketball fan. Is a big old question mark for me because I don't understand what the Suns is doing. They you got a new owner over there going crazy. Like, give me that. But hey, that's not my team. Congratulations, Phoenix. Y'all did a great job. We gonna see what y'all do this season. Hopefully, or hopefully not because I'm a Laker fan. So hopefully not. You got Booker with the hamstring. You got KD with the leg or foot, whatever it is. And then somehow Bradley Beal break his hand way too damn much. We just gonna see. I'm not wishing no injury on anybody, but we gonna see. So thank y'all for starting the ball to roll in the offseason because now we have a lot of other things that's starting to build up in the West. And people's like getting scared of Jokic. Yes, he's a beast, but my opinion about Jokic is this simple. He could be up here for the Nuggets for now, but I don't see the Nuggets repeating. I do not see the Nuggets being a super threat like that. Yeah, they can probably visit the Western Conference Finals a couple more times with the core they probably have. I don't know. How many times you can't count on an Aaron Gordon show out every time, like every playoffs and he's not going to give you 20, 30 points, in important games in the playoffs. So you can't do that. But yes, I do agree that the Nuggets will be a factor in the West, but I don't think it's like when everybody was like, oh, we're afraid of LeBron, in the East, so everybody went West. Now you got Jokic. Now everybody's trying to build and get super teams to try to take out Jokic in the West, which is, I don't think they don't even have a super team. They just had Jokic. Like, they don't have no super team. They have Jokic and Jamal Murray. That's it. There's no super team. It's just a bunch of role players over there, in my opinion. So they just did it with role players. Miami did it with role players. It's just and undrafted players at that. So I just think Phoenix is reaching a little bit. That's just me. Just saying, whatever. Y'all do what y'all want to do. And then now y'all done started the ball rolling because now Dame is out here. The news, the reports and all this stuff that's coming out now is like, is Dame going to stay with Portland? Will he request a trade from Portland? All this is looming around the draft night, which is happening on Thursday because they have the 3rd pick in the draft this year. Now, people's trying to figure out if he's going to be looking at, obviously he's going to look at the draft, like he's going to pay attention to it. I mean, come on, like he's going to care about what's happening. But the more of the question about it is, what would they do? Are they going to trade the pick to try to surround him with people? Now, I don't know what can happen with that pick. Maybe you send it to New York and you bring in Julius Randle, you bring in a couple other people. Maybe you send it to the Pelicans, you bring in Zion, you bring in a couple people, or even Brandon Ingram or whatever it is. But Dame needs some help if Dame does not leave Portland. But I do see Portland probably going to get, go for Scoot, which I'm a fan of now. Y'all need to watch that man's highlights if you have not seen him. Scoot Henderson is a dog, and he will be the best player in this year's draft. I don't care what anybody say. That's me, hands down. Brandon Miller, Victor, I'm not even say his last name because I don't want to sound like I'm being disrespectful. But my thing is, Scoot Henderson from the G League Ignite is going to be the best player in the draft. Anyways, so if Dame is cool getting Scoot up there because he's already done played, he's already got an NBA body, whatever. He has knowledge, but they kind of play the same position, the ball in their hands, So you got to figure that out a little bit. He's an attacker. He does that. I do see him going. Maybe the Hornets take him if Dame's not happy with what they do with that pick. I'm hearing that he's going to probably request a trade and finally leave, Portland, a place that drafted him, raised him. Now, where would Dame go? Where he be effective at? Now, this is when you think, okay, maybe he goes to Miami because that's probably the best choice for him now. I'm not gonna say Lakers. Everybody expecting me to be like Lakers. No, we good. Maybe I'm gonna tell you why we good, but maybe he needs to go to Miami and go help Butler. I see that more than anything because Butler, like I was telling y'all in a few videos ago, he's not supposed to be the number one option. He's a number 2 option, if that, a number 3 option, but he's the number 1 option on defense. That's who you rely on. That's who you know who'll have your back and go to war with you is Butler on defense. You know, so Dame going down there, averaging his little 28 points a game, whatever it is, you know, he giving Dame time in Miami. I could see it going crazy. I could see it. I could see them winning a chip if Dame lands there in a trade, but you got to be careful because Portland might ask for everything. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. You're going to start seeing, Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin already made a name for themselves, so maybe they even get thrown in there. So you might start seeing, you know, he might even ask for Bam, which I don't even think the Heat is willing to give up because he did get them to where they are, which was the finals. So that's just everything. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's going to be a crazy week. It's going to be a crazy off season. It's just going to get better, you know, and you know I got to sweeten it up. You know I got to give y'all my opinion about my own team, the Los Angeles Lakers, that everybody keeps speculating on with this CP3 to LA. Is he going to go to the Clippers or the Lakers? Now, if you are CP3, what would you choose if you're trying to win a chip? Who got closer to getting a chip? Who can you rely on to get you to the chip? You cannot go to the Clippers and expect and trust that man, Kawhi Leonard, to play the whole season or even play enough to even show up in the playoffs because he missed the playoffs. I feel like he could have came back in the playoffs, but they're talking about he had a slightly torn meniscus. But we seen Joel Embiid play with a whole brace on his knee. Anyways, everybody's pain tolerance is different. I just think he wants the money. But if I'm CP3, I'm telling you straight up, you should probably come to the Lakers. You already have a home here. You know we Hollywood as heck. Y'all know you played downstairs, but you can come upstairs now. You got to come. But if he gets here, he got to come on the bench. Another thing, I'm not trading for him. If I'm Rob Pelinka, we not trading for you. You have to come in here and take a little pay cut and come off the bench and run my second unit because the second unit, they going to need it, you know, and then you could come in and mingle whatever you got to do with LeBron and AD when it's time to do it. But my whole thing is I was a fan of Chris Paul when he was supposed to come to the Lakers before that trade got vetoed, which I think this Bill trade should get vetoed. But anyways, now that he's older, we'll take him. We'll see. Now we'll add him in here. It's the knowledge. It's the experience. I'm always looking at it like this. He gets here. He can grow with Austin Reeves. If we sign D'Angelo Russell, I'm also hearing that he's going to probably get a 2-year deal with the Lakers, probably a 1-1, one guaranteed, other one team option, maybe player option. Maybe they do it for him like that for him to sign. I don't know how much the dollar is, but I'm okay with a 2-year, plan for him because he could have been shook a little bit. We LA fans are kind of harsh a little bit, and he got to understand coming off the bench is just, you just got to do it, Lonnie Walker did it. You all know the story about that, so I don't even need to get into all that. But CP3, I think, has a better chance winning the chip here within the next 2 years. Because he has LeBron, he has AD, you have Austin Reeves, who's the 3rd best player on the team now. I don't care what anybody say because I said so. He's the 3rd best player on the team. Some nights he looked better than AD. Some nights he looked better than LeBron. But he's the 3rd best player on the team. And I'm going to tell y'all, that boy coming, and he gonna keep going because he a Kobe fan, and that's what I'm noticing about a lot of these Kobe fans in the NBA. They actually got will, and they got fight, and they got the killer instinct in them, and I'm glad we have them, and I'm hoping we keep them. My apologies, because the media is going crazy. It's all over the place. The draft is coming. The Lakers own number 17 pick in the draft, so we don't know what the hell could happen. I'm just going off of my speculations and what they saying and just mixing it all up and just trying to give it to y'all and tell y'all, mixed with my opinions. But we gonna see CP3 in the Laker uniform finally. Will it actually happen? We gotta wait. Thursday's around the corner. We 2 days away. It's around the corner. I'm excited for it. I'm always excited for the offseason. It's like the best time. I didn't even know trades could happen already, and that trade happened on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to the next rest of the week because anything can happen, You got the Zion Williamson might be on the move. You got Brandon Ingram might be on the move. Damian Lillard might be on the move. You even had Draymond Green decline his player option. Now the media going crazy because they seen Draymond and LeBron in France together taking a picture or whatever. It's just crazy. People forget they have the same agent. it's just all Hollywood to me. It's not really going to happen. Draymond is not coming to the Lakers. We do not need Draymond on the Lakers. I see him being more valuable to the team where he needs to stay at, which is Golden State. You know, we don't need that we don't need you. We don't need you socking Austin Reeves. I'm just playing. It's a lot of things going on, so I'm just going to provide y'all with as much information as I can as it goes. And as time goes and it goes, I'm going to be here trying to give it to y'all as fast as I can from my point of view, my perspective. And y'all love it, y'all like it, y'all hate it, I don't care. It is what it is. Once again, thank y'all for watching Too Small to Ball. I'm your host, Taquan Black. Like I always say, stay small, y'all. Until next time, we out.
Pressure, apply pressure, pressure, apply pressure, apply pressure, apply pressure.